Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. The ball is picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Now on third and very long, looking to throw. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team able to bring him down. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lagway. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. And we're able to get him down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
On third down, it's a handoff. And moves the ball to the 35, another first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And the Gators look to keep this drive moving. And we're going to throw now on first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Gators come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Quick throw over the middle. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Florida offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds the receiver wide open. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
That's man-to-man coverage. It's pretty good coverage, but the quarterback puts the ball away from the defender near the sideline where the receiver can go over and make a play.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. A new set of downs after that completion. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It's a quick grab. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw it again. Escapes the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
What a defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
On first down, it's play action. And here comes a deep shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When a quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time. Now the all-important extra point. And it's up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Gators offense retakes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. To the air. It's Lagway. This time, a completion. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Using his legs on the scramble. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Second down play coming up. quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pocket breaking down. And he pulls in the catch. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They'll run it to the left. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. Crucial 3rd down play right here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think we underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
And the Gators will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Gators will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, LSU. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's who the offense will take over. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Lagway. The pass rush closing in. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line. And they get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth, both defenses reeling at the moment. Moves the ball up to the 30. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's got it for a big gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here at Tuck Strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is short, and that's going to be returnable. They better get down to cover this. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. Retakes the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Florida. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He'll try a pass here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Launching it downfield. Goes up and snags it with one hand. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking.
He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Here's the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. The Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a shot here. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
PG is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. There's the kickoff team now, sent to boot this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense will take a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Now comes the offense set to take over here. They'll try the right here. Football comes out. Defense has got the football.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your sideline after that turnover.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And off the fumble recovery, can the offense punch it in? It's 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Florida Florida offense is back out on the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the sack. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
A handoff from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Gators will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's that defense shifting again. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He eludes the rush. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, there you go. You saved your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the 1st. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although, you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand on that conference championship trophy now.
I mean, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He dumps it off to the tight end. We're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for him. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
That's solid run. Good for 1st down yardage. And he's got it again. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Joseph. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. He's already at it again.
LSU now operating in the red zone. And they'll use the ground game here. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He stays alive. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. This guy's close to 500 yards passing in this game alone.
Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be 1st down. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this pass is caught. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught quickly. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Tailback takes the handoff again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Both teams' season goals on the line. Conference championship at stake. Kirk, what a tremendous finish for him.
If I would have told either one of these teams before the season started, we're down to the final 2 minutes of a game, you have a chance to win a conference championship, both of them would have taken that opportunity. And now they have it. Let's see who's going to win.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Crowd now trying to make a difference here in the final possession. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got a man down the middle. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fights through the tackler. And the freshman brings him down quickly. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
And a timeout is called here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. This one is right through, and they jump back in front.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Play action here on first down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that's it. The game will end on one.